Not you waving my laptop around like...
Hi everybody, welcome back to The Trend. My name's Ivana. This is my sister Rosa, older sister Rosa. Today's trending topic... Today's trending topic is going to be Sasaengs. Don't scare me.
Scary times.
If there's one group of people I'm afraid of, it's Sasaengs. Anyways, before we get into the actual video, we dropped a poll a while ago. And we asked, you gotta smoke 10 packs in a day. Who you calling? And your options were JK, June, Yoongi, or V. Who would you pick?
10 packs in a day, Yoongi. I feel like he'd sit and smoke and drink all day until he was done. And he'd leisurely do it. You know what I mean? I'm not with these bitches that want to, like, chain smoke. Like, let's take a break. Let's chit-chat. You know, like, let's feel it out. Let's enjoy the smoke, at least, if we have to be tortured.
It's giving when my friend was like, I would wake up, smoke, sleep, wake up, smoke, sleep. I'm like, how'd you get anything done? She's like, I don't. Anyways, my personal vote on this was, if I gotta smoke 10 packs in a day, I'm picking Jungkook, just because I know that June, V, Yoongi, and Yoongi, they're not mentally, they're on a different wavelength mentally. Okay? I feel like Jungkook is the only one who'd be down to do some, like, really not smart things with me.
That's true. Yoongi might just be like, yeah,
this is dumb.
Yeah, like, we don't need to be doing this. Like,
this is beneath me. But anyways, the result of the poll was 70% JK. I think we just know Jungkook would be that unhinged.
Yeah, and that's the thing why he would have been my second, maybe third. Because I would feel like I need to keep up with this guy because he's just going one after the other like, I couldn't take that. For sure.
Yeah, then we have V in second place with 11%, and then June and Yoongi tied for third. Really random. But anyways. Okay. I picked top 4 Sasaeng moments of 2023 as
a header.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I thought I would go over some of them. You know, I don't know if you've heard of them, but I'll just discuss what happened. Anyways.
Can I just say, like, maybe I'm just uncultured on the Sasaeng culture, but I'm like, the fact that there's a word specifically for them makes them so much scarier, because I'm like, when I hear some of the incidences, I'm like, this is really giving, like, just what we used to call obsessed fangirls with, like, One Direction and stuff. But when you actually realize, like, how deep this stalking and stuff goes, you're like, oh, they're not fangirls. Yeah. Like, you're a Sasaeng.
You're a psycho.
Yeah,
you need to be in jail.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first incident, I thought I'd obviously start off with Jungkook, just because I'm me, you know me. And
not the accent.
2 things that happened. And I remember when these came out. One, sending food to his home. Bitch, you're not his mother. You're not related to him. You don't know him.
Like, food they made?
I don't know what it was, but he said, don't send food delivery to my house. I will not eat it even if you send it. While I'm grateful for the thought, I love Jungkook. He's so cute. I want to let you know that I eat well, so just buy it for yourself. Exactly. Like, do you think Jungkook needs your food? Do you really think he needs your food? Babes.
It's just so funny because some people, and this is where, like, I know we made the jokes before where it's like, there's some type of mental illness with this. Like, there's something... No, seriously, that joke... I'll always put that tweet in. I'll put it right here. Bitch, I got on my medication. I'm just not that obsessed anymore. You know what I mean? Because in their minds, like, they're homies.
Yeah, in their minds, it's like, I'm close enough to this person to send them food.
Like, that reminds me specifically, if you were ever a One Direction fan, and Louis was talking about the story where he had tweeted, like, oh, doesn't it suck when you don't have milk for your tea? And he was like, 40 minutes later, an older woman rang his doorbell and was like, oh, here's the milk for your tea. Like, in her mind, she's like, oh, this is my neighbor. Like,
tumbleweeds.
You know what I mean?
Sending food to his house, babes. You don't know him.
Jesus.
Okay, the other one. Oh, also, I love that he said, like, if you send it one more time, I'm looking up the number to the receipt and I'm calling the authorities. You need help.
Is that
Okay.
illegal to do?
I think it must be, like, some type of, like, stalking or, like, some type of, like,
maybe
whatever.
for his circumstance or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
The other thing, I love that video of Jungkook and he's online.
I was just going to mention, this is the only thing that I know
and he's
specifically.
Like, even nowadays, there's Sasaengs in front of my house. That's enough coming, bastards. Don't cross the line, you creeps. I love Jungkook saying this shit, like...
Because he's usually so sweet.
Makes my heart
He's
tingle.
so tender-hearted, I feel like.
Give me fanny flutter.
No, don't turn into a Sasaeng right on camera, right in front of them. You're turning into one of them.
No, but, like, I love Jungkook standing up for himself. Like, I'm so glad that BTS in general is over their, like, super polite phase.
Yeah.
I am so glad they're in their IDGAF phase.
Spell it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, like, you know what's so funny? It also kind of reminds me of, do you know who Rupert Grint is? I hope you don't. Ron Weasley from Harry Potter. Okay. Daniel Radcliffe was saying, he was doing an interview and he was talking about how, like, his girlfriend gets him to, like, toughen up a little in front of fans. And he was like, bitch, you think I'm bad? Rupert is so bad. He can't say no to a fan so much that he ended up at her house drinking coffee. Like, it was like, yes, I'll do the autograph. Yes, the picture. Yes, this. Oh, yeah, you want to come over? And yeah, sure. Why not? You know what I mean?
That would be me.
Yeah.
I fucking love Jungkook
putting his foot down.
Yeah, putting out his foot down, cursing out
and just
Sasaengs.
calling him a name. Because I feel like
bastards creep. I love that.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I feel like in Korean culture that's like a real big call out. Like, you don't just call someone that lightheartedly.
Yeah. I think we should all sign a petition. I really believe we should all be on board with this idea of Jungkook actually boxing in the face of a Sasaeng. Maybe 2 a month, maybe 3 a month.
How do y'all feel about Jungkook hitting a woman? Let us know in the comments. I love how they're not like a woman, they're a Sasaeng. Like, that's what they are, basically.
You're not human anymore.
They need help. These people need help. I'm telling you, you can't crucify the Sasaengs if there's no mental health resources.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'd love to see Jungkook actually fist fight the people in front of his apartment. Like,
I'd love to see him drop an egg on the head. I don't know if he needs to put hands to skin.
No, I need to see him put his mitts on. Yeah, and brawl. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, anyways. Okay. Moving on. The second incident that I was reading about is, apparently, I didn't know this, NCT's Taeyong had his address leaked. So he had it leaked on Twitter Space, and according to fans, this is what it says. Oh my god. The Sasaeng was disguised as a mail courier. Bitch.
They got the outfit and everything.
It's
Spirit
not
Halloween.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you ever find yourself in the situation where you're dressing up as a mailman, a pizza delivery, Uber Eats, like Uber Drive, to try and get in contact with an idol, I think you just need to take a moment to step back and reflect.
Maybe this is where I think there's levels to Sasaengness. You know what I mean? Like, there's this type of, like, actual psychosis, delusion, and then there's the ones that, like, the ones that get me are the girls that genuinely want to hook up with these people, and, like, but, like, they act like they're just bumping into, I don't know the proper terms, but I know NCT has this one girl that, like, hits up their clubs, hits up their this, that. Like, to me, that is beyond just desperate. Like, that is just desperate to me. Like, it's just, yeah, bitch. To me, that's like, you should be aware enough to know, like,
yeah,
you're being creepy. This girl, she needs drugs. Like, straight up. Or, like, cognitive, like, CBT, something. Cognitive behavioral
dressing
therapy.
up as a mail courier. That's crazy. That's actually insanity.
To do that. She picked a day. It's giving Trisha Paytas. Today I'm working at Domino's. Like,
literally jobless ass behavior.
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently netizens were so mad about it, obviously, rightfully so. And so they tried to like send it to SM's legal team, which this part really gets me because not us as fans begging these companies to protect
their artists.
Yeah, it's like that should be their job. Why I gotta beg you to do it?
Exactly.
Do your job.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, and then the other thing was not only did they do this to Taeyong, but they also called Jungwoo and tried to do the same thing. Babes, it didn't work the first time. It's not gonna work.
Same girl?
Yeah. It said the Sasaeng was revealed. So it's like nobody knew that this bitch had already done it or would do it again.
The way people expose themselves, like, I'm sorry, like, I never have pictured myself as someone having an ego or like, oh, pride gets in the way, but like that could never be me.
That could never be me. If I'm ever desperate enough where I'm putting on a costume to try and see an idol,
Bitch,
I will check myself.
Yeah. Seriously.
I will check myself into a hospital because
front hand and backhand me and tell me to get a grip. Like, yeah, grip my collar and just like, seriously.
Do these people not have friends? I swear to God, if I ever tried to tell my friend or my sister that I was doing this, I would...
Bitch, get a life.
Literally, I would be humbled and...
You know what's crazy? That
disciplined.
Girl, I'm pretty sure the one that I've heard teeny tiny stuff about with NCT, she goes with like a group.
You know what it's reminding me of? It's so funny. I don't know where my friend told me or saw this, but she told me there was this couple and they were on a date and they dashed and dined together. And she was just saying, if I'm ever on a date and the guy says, do you want to just dash? I'm pissed off. No, you can leave on your own.
That's so
and I'll never see you again.
That's so fucking embarrassing.
Babe, do you want to just like dash and dine and dash?
Okay, criminal. Bye. Bitch, like, I'm not Britney Spears. Get up.
I'll spit in your food if you propose that to me. I swear to God.
I'm reporting the manager. Like, I've got him tied to the table. Come here right now. Get this man's credit card right now. Like, someone teach him a lesson. No, I would be like, yeah, and then just like psych him out and then be like, he went that way. He's over there. Like, you know.
That picture of the guy with the phone, he's like, sidetrack. I'm so sorry. Okay. Next incident. Sasaengs calling Bongyu. Apparently they like called him so much that he had to switch on his iPad because he couldn't play music on his phone because of how many calls he was getting. Damn. And that's just sad.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of expected. With a leaked phone number, it sucks, but like, there's so many incidences that I remember, like, when I was young, of like people, like Nicki Minaj even like posting her Snapchat.
Her Snapchat, yeah.
Can you guys please stop calling me? Look, I can't get back to my settings.
Ariana accidentally saying her real phone number in a live, like, they're like, bitch, God. I can't use my phone. Please stop.
Please.
Yeah. Who was it? I can't remember who it was. I think it was a YouTuber or something like that. And they were prank calling someone, but it went to voicemail and it was like, you have reached 519.
Oh, I know. I remember that.
Yeah, like, that's so funny.
Okay. Last but not least, I feel like a news reporter reporting these on today. In 2023,
You're literally Minji.
Ooh, if you get that reference, love you. Okay. So 17's Hoshi, apparently during one of his lives, he was being constantly interrupted by calls. And the funniest part that I found about this, obviously it's messed up. Please don't come for me saying, why are you laughing at other people's trauma and misery? I know it's sad and fucked up, but aside from that, it's funny. Because he's like, if you call me, I won't do live streams. Don't call me. It's a threat.
That's what you have to hold against these people. Like, the one interaction they have with him, he's like, I'm not going to give it to you.
He said, I'm annoyed by those who keep calling. Even if I restrict calls, I can still report and take legal action. And bless this man's little heart, because he said, I'm not taking legal action because I'm worried they might be young. Which is, like, also the other thing that is kind of crazy that they have to think about and worry about is, like, they obviously don't want to be too harsh on these Sasaengs, because what if they are, like, a mentally ill 15-year-old?
But you know what? At that point, like, that's the parents' fault.
Yeah.
You know what I
literally.
mean? Like, I specifically remember when Julian Solomita was talking about how when him and Jenna Marbles lived at one of their old houses, and this mom came up to the door and knocked, and she was like, hey, like, can Jenna come take pictures with my daughters? Like, they're in the car. And he was like, no, she's not going to do that. And then she started bitching at him, basically. And he was saying, like, what are you teaching your daughters? Like, how is that okay?
Yeah, that you can just go up to a celebrity's house and demand a photo.
And I'm pretty sure he said he had, like, a fence or something, or, like, a gate. And he was like, yeah. You know what I mean? Because that type of behavior, and I've also heard some of the stuff with Sasaengs is, like, they come from, like, well-off families.
Oh, yeah.
So it's, like, that's how they're, like, buying information from, like, oh, where's Namjoon sitting on the train? Oh, where's this person at? Like, stuff like that.
Oh, my God. If I have that type of money, oh, my God. If you have that type of money and that's what you're spending it on.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a Sasaeng moment, but, like, this just pissed me off and, like, gave me the creeps, because I fucking hate when women do it to women, especially, because, bitch, you know better. But, like, have you seen that video? I can't remember if, I think it's a Twice member at an airport, and she gives her passport to the flight attendant or whatever her job position is, and obviously it's all paparazzi here, and she very obviously, like, flashes it to them. And she just grabs her shit back. Or she doesn't grab it back. She, like, flicks it up. And I'm like, bitch, fuck you. Like, what? You want to see my passport photo? With what? All my info on it? Like...
As a woman?
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Ew.
How violating.
You're fucking... Yeah, you're violating. Anyways.
If there wasn't cameras there, bitch, I would smack that bitch across the face. Like...
You would not see the light of day, let me tell you. After he said that, he said, like, I try to spend quality time with the fandom, and he's like, when I have time, so why do you interfere? Do you want to confirm it's my phone number? They have no manners. Which, like,
bitch, he ate them up with that last...
I know, right?
He's like, you're so uncouth. I have no decorum, actually.
No, literally, though, it's like, he's like, I'm trying so hard to like you guys. And this
like you guys. You said spend quality time, bitch. He's not.
I added that flavor myself. Yeah, but, like, I just thought it was so funny. He's like, bitch, this is the thanks I get. This is the thanks I get for putting you
bitches on.
Is it my fault? But, yeah, I just feel bad for all of these idols in general, because...
Yeah. Well, also, we just saw a TikTok, which I don't know if it's, you know, truth, about Jungkook in the military and his diary. And his senior leaking his diary out, which is apparently illegal, too.
Oh, my God. If I catch you, Ricky... if I ever catch these bitches...
And I think they said that happened to Jin, too.
Oh, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Like,
what do you... But that's what I'm saying. How much was he paid to do that? Or how much did he think he was going to get from it?
This is what I'm saying. It needs to be legal for Jungkook to physically assault these people.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at that point, it's like, bitch, you're two men in the army. Like,
yeah.
Solve it out. Solve it.
You want to fight?
But,
let's
like,
fight.
How violating? Because I heard it was, like, from his senior, too.
Yeah.
So it's, like...
Someone he probably trusts.
Yeah. Or, like, at least you're forced to trust. You know what I mean?
I don't get the whole military thing in general, to be honest, because from what I've heard, you don't get any protection. You don't get any protection because you're an idol.
Idols, yeah.
So it's like, why... Like,
you're just put in very precarious
and, like,
situations.
You're so vulnerable.
Yeah, who was it? Someone just had a really... Let us know if you know what I'm talking about, but someone had a really shitty incident happen to them recently, and, like, something about charges or something. I could be making this up, but...
I just hope that BTS are gonna be okay, and yeah, if they're not okay, they need to be allowed to fight, so that's my petition.
They can fight it out in a boxing ring. Celebrity boxing ring. Everyone knows that's trending right now, so
I know.
God knows.
I know Jungkook would fuck them up. Okay, anyways, let us know your thoughts on Sasaengs in general. If there's any other incidents from 2023 that I missed that are really interesting. I had so much fun reading about these because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know when something's so crazy you just can't help but keep reading?
Yeah.
That was me.
You know what's crazy is, like, I feel like for us it's like, oh my god, these bitches are crazy, the spectacle, but I don't actually have that fear associated with it. But it's so crazy how, like, you get a taste of it when it's like, when someone follows you a little too long in the, like, at the mall or something, and you're like,
Yeah,
I'm
you're like,
getting creeped out.
eh.
I could only imagine that being my everyday life.
Yeah.
I remember years ago hearing about this article. I think it was a Chinese pop star. I could be wrong. But they had a stalker come and, like, find them and, like, I don't know, assault them basically. But they knew where she lived because of a selfie she took, and she had contacts that made her pupils really big. And he could see the reflection of her apartment, and he could tell what floor her apartment was on from her eyes. Like,
We have a poll going up as well on our community page. We don't know what it is yet, so...
but vote on it.
Yeah, but
And
vote
we'll
on
put it
it
in a video next time.
Yeah, and we're gonna stick it in our next video and discuss it as well. If you like the video, please make sure to subscribe, and we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!